It's one of our most popular comedians, both on the stage and on the telly box. Recently, he's undertaken one of the biggest comedy arena tours of all time, selling in excess of an incredible 700,000 tickets. Wow. Please welcome the wonderful, sharp-suited Michael McIntyre.
When they come on,
no, yeah,
doubling up.
We're so slow it. You're here. Slow it when you come on.
Very excited, aren't we, that he's on today?
We are, but
I'm
had a bit of a trip getting here. Is that right?
Honestly, I've been in traffic for 2 hours. It was a student protest. I knew nothing about it because I'm not a student and I'm not protesting. I don't know what they're protesting about. Maybe me plugging my DVD. So no, I've been in traffic for ages, but I got let through by a community officer who I hope doesn't get fired for me revealing this, but he did let me through because I told him I was coming on this show.
They're quite useful.
And he'd come to my show. He was like, oh, I'll see you at the O2, yeah, come on through. So I went down the bridge on my own with all the students going, who the hell is that guy? If it wasn't for the wonderful sterling work that this country's community officer, support officer, it's fantastic. So I'm there because of that, here because of that.
Well, it's wonderful. And obviously on this tour, which ends in a couple of weeks' time, doesn't it? This incredible
arena
really
there.
tour that you've
I do Liverpool for 3 nights, and then I've got 6 nights at Wembley next week, and that's it. I'm sort of coming home, which is nice, because Wembley is like right next to me.
71 dates.
Yeah, I don't know how I've done that. I didn't think I was going to be... I literally didn't think I was going to be able to do it physically.
Michael,
but I've made
as you toured the country, have you found places they've laughed more than in others? I'm sure they all laugh hysterically, but do you go down to that?
No. Yes, definitely. There are places that seem more up for it. Well, Ireland was fantastic. I just got back from Dublin, and Belfast was wild, really. They just were completely...
You seem surprised that they found you funny.
Well, they were just so happy to see me. I don't know why. I mean, there are sections that go... They're a bit nutty. And it was the weather was so awful there. I mean, I downloaded... I don't know if you've got an iPhone, but I put down... You know, when you put the weather and you put the new city you go through, it's one of the most depressing things I've seen. I mean, you see 5 days of misery. Just heavy rain, heavy rain, heavy rain, heavy rain. Because we used to just know 1 day in the future. To see 5 days of hell. You just want to, you know, light rain on Thursday. Let's go out and do something. It's the only place I've been to, actually, when I opened the curtains in the morning in the hotel and the room got darker. That's how I had to close the curtains to encourage myself to get out of bed.
You change your material, though. I mean, if you're going up north, you're down south or Ireland or...
Yeah, I do. I always try and do local
Adapt.
stuff. Yes, I do. Always. Because they like that and they appreciate that. I mean, I was just in Dublin and you know, obviously you do local stuff. I told them about this story of the last time I was in Dublin. I took my family and I bought my son a little memento of the trip, which was an Ireland football top. And he never wore it because we're not from Ireland. But he wore it once. In 2 years, he's worn it once. He wore it to school. That was the day they took the school photos. I have an Irish child. All the shots are around the house of my Irish son. So obviously I told them that story. They absolutely loved me with my Irish child. Also, I suppose I've been a bit guilty as well, because I don't actually know where my roots are. I don't know if I'm Irish or... Because McIntyre could be Irish or Scottish.
Yeah. But do you grow up in North London?
So I do tell the Scots that I'm Scottish and the Irish are Irish. But now I've done this on TV, it's a disaster.
Is it true that you grew up in Muswell Hill, North London?
Yes, I've always lived on the Northern Line, in fact.
Yes.
Now, I've basically just gone further down. I'm going to end up in a retirement home in Mill Hill East or High Park. Just sort of make my way down.
But talking about where you're born and the class thing we were talking about earlier, do you think that being born in North London has made you the person you are, or have you just, you know... Do you think
it nearly made me Jewish. I mean, I couldn't help being Jewish. Everyone at school was Jewish. I mean,
you went to posh primary school, didn't you?
A posh primary school? Yes, I did. Yes,
what's a posh primary school?
Do you think you're posh? Middle class?
Do I think I'm posh or middle class?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's not something I think about.
No,
I don't sort of look at myself in the mirror every morning and go, I'm middle to upper class. Let's take the day off. Let's take the day off. Yeah. No, class is not something anybody really thinks about, is it? And certainly, you know, I think that, well, I certainly feel completely classless.
Yeah.
You know, when I'm performing, and you perform to extraordinary demographic of people, of every single... Because I actually watch the people, a bit creepy, I know, but I do watch them coming in sometimes, you know, because it marvels that there's so many of them, and you just think, yeah, these are really young people and old people, and
It is
people
actually
you wouldn't
incredible.
believe would find you funny.
Yeah, and for those few who haven't managed to see you over the last year, obviously you've got your DVD, Michael McIntyre Showtime.
Jazz hands.
Yeah,
Jazz
okay.
hands.
It's a weird photo, isn't it, on the front? I don't know what I was doing
I know,
there.
I don't know what you were
who
doing
selected
there
that.
either.
No one's
Very
ever stood
odd.
like that for any reason. I mean, it's absolutely absurd. I didn't actually pick this.
You're
My wife
standing
said,
on
look,
one leg.
I mean, who was... Can you imagine? Would a taxi stop for a guy doing that? I'm not so sure. And this is, of course, the audience behind me at the O2, which was not an easy shot to take.
Oh, yeah.
Well, actually,
Wow.
that was actually on my gig at the O2.
Well, let's see
And
a
I
little
got-
bit
Oh,
of
yes,
it.
let's see some. Thank God that happened. I mean, you know, you put the tickets on sale and you just hope enough funny things happen to fill 2 hours in a show. And I keep on, always when I'm on stage, I'm always going, you know, the other day. It's like I had this one hilarious day. Sometimes that day was like 6 or 7 years ago. Sometimes it never actually even happened.
Where do you actually get your material from? Is it from home? Does your wife agree with all your jokes, or does she go, Michael?
Oh, yes, no, she's fine with it. I mean, it was
Is she?
nerve-wracking when she came to see the show because she's in it a lot.
Oh, she's lovely.
Without her...
That's Kitty, isn't it?
Yes, look at her. I've done well. Look at that. You see, that I let myself go, and she absolutely... No, I'm with Brad Pitt on this.
But she's all right.
He's followed my lead.
Is she okay about you using them? I mean, does she ever say, you can't do that, I'm sorry, you can't use that?
Yeah, once, I think. No, not really.
She's all right then.
She tends to enjoy it because she knows if people are laughing, if we're all laughing, then it's reality.
And it pays the bills.
It's exaggerated reality.
Yeah.
And, you know, if people weren't laughing, you would get a sense from an audience. Because, you know, you're women. You know what women are like.
Yeah.
If you're saying something that is
Literally.
not accurate,
Yeah.
then you will get a groan and they will walk out. And so I think, you know, my wife, she's
do
all
you
women.
ever reveal too much about her underwear or stuff like that?
Oh, where's this going?
Janet, you've got very saucy all of a sudden.
There was a joke about control pants or something.
Control pants?
Oh, no.
Yeah.
But
Control pants? Well, like,
there was something in the paper.
When women use things to go...
oh, right, yes, no, right, the Spanx.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Yes, this is
Holding
what I've got a
knickers.
joke about her putting
And-
tights on.
And sadly, we haven't time to hear it.
Oh, no, I can assure you that she's never worn them. She'll kill